Hey trumpeters, Paul Shewan here with another video about playing the trumpet. I want to talk about 4 things that you may have been taught that probably are not good for you as a trumpet player. Okay, so the first one is to firm up your embouchure. This is something you do not want to think about, over firming your embouchure, all right? Yes, you want some firmness in the corners, but if you tighten in the center, you're just using muscle, and you need more of this motion, this idea of movement, rather than something that's locked, okay? What you really want is to be more relaxed in the middle of your embouchure. So this will do some work, all right? And then it's about air compression, the speed of the air. And then let the trumpet take it from there. So here's a nice relaxed embouchure for a low C with moderate compression. Keep going up a little higher. And as you get higher, the air compression speeds up. The air is probably about the same rate. It's hard to describe that, but it just goes faster. You've heard the analogy probably of a hose of water. You turn it on 1 speed and you close up that hole and the water goes faster. That's the kind of concept we're dealing with here. Still fairly relaxed here, all right? Increasing the air compression, air speed. Number 2, playing in the center. Most trumpet players, brass players, do not play in the center. If you look at pictures of trumpet players, most of them play off to one side or the other. I'm talking about the center horizontally, not vertically. That is important too. You don't want to be too low in particular, all right? You want to be fairly centered here so that the red is in the mouthpiece. But I'm talking about this right here, okay? If you're playing right in the center, I can't do it. I can play to the side, and I do play a little to my left. I can play way over. It's not great, but I can do it. Over here, can't play at all. So for some reason, I can play off center and to that side, and that seems to be the case with most trumpet players and most brass players. If you have a teardrop lip, it's not a good idea to play the trumpet. That's an extra bit of lip here that kind of hangs out. We call that a teardrop lip. That gets in the way. If you do have a student and they really want to play the trumpet, you could try moving it way over. I had a former student, Joey Pero, who you may know. He's an established, incredible trumpet player. He plays like way, way over here, probably right there, and can play double C's like nothing. He gets around the horns, got a great sound, as clear as can be. Don't have all your students playing over here. I wouldn't recommend that. That's probably not the norm, but it can work, and it works great for him. Number 3, lip buzzing. Just don't do it. Especially don't teach it. It's not a good idea. It just creates tension in here that I was talking about before of keeping this relaxed. It's impossible to do, and it really doesn't have anything to do with playing the trumpet. All right, I use a little bit of lip buzzing if I've got something coming up and I've been sitting for a while. I'll do that just to get my lips relaxed, get them kind of make sure they're vibrating a little bit. It doesn't hurt anything, but don't teach it, and don't try to duplicate that into the mouthpiece. And along with that, the mouthpiece. As you know, it's very popular for many people to use the mouthpiece as a teaching tool. I'm not quite ready to throw it away, that you shouldn't play the mouthpiece at all. However, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea for teaching, especially beginners. It's not the same as playing the trumpet. So here's proof of this, and I saw Vizzuti do this at a master class here. This is just air. If I just blow air through the mouthpiece and put it in the horn, usually a note appears. And number 4, don't teach your students, and don't do it yourself, don't breathe so low, all right? If you breathe way down here, you're in the stomach area, you're in the intestines area. Here's your diaphragm right here. This is what supports those lungs when you take a breath. So this should expand here and here. One time I was playing lead trumpet in a jazz band and just found that I was having back pain after a while. And I was breathing very low. So I decided, okay, I'm going to breathe higher, and 2 things happened. My high range was better, and the backache went away. All right, so I was creating this lower back pressure by breathing so low. When you are breathing, this should expand, as should this. So let me turn sideways so that you can see this. So I'm going to put my pinky on my diaphragm and my thumb up into my chest, where my lungs are, and watch everything expand. I'm taking a pretty full breath here, all right? And I don't always take a full breath. There are times when you take what Emery Remington called a living breath. It's just if you're going to play one note, you don't tank up on a lot of air. Use the amount of air that you need that's appropriate for what you want to play. Okay, so watch again. So those are the things that you really want to consider as a player and as a teacher. Thanks for watching, trumpeters. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you have any other topics you'd like me to explore, please add them to the comments below or contact me at paulshewan.net. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.